Today we are going to solve another DSA problem. It says find the length of the longest substring that contains at the most k distinct characters. It's a little complicated. It seems one sentence, but there are too many things in it. Let's try to understand. You have to find what? The length of the longest substring that contains at the most, this is the important thing, at most k distinct characters. So if you actually see, there are like a lot of things that they have asked in this, and we are going to try to solve this in the most easiest way. But actually, if we allow our own brain to find it, it's really simple. For example, ECB, EBA, and K is equals to 2. Okay, I will go and take my whiteboard and let's type what was the thing. It was E, CB, EA, and K equals to 2. Now have a look at this. You need to find the length of the longest substring that contains at the most k distinct characters. At the most k distinct characters and length of the longest substring. Yeah. So let's see. Now I begin with E. I add C. K becomes 2. Okay. E. Okay, fine. It is still 2 characters. At the most k distinct characters, so my substring should contain at the most 2 distinct characters, and here it is E and C. The moment I go to B, I'm having 3 distinct characters, E, C and B. So that is not allowed. So I'll stop here. So ECE is my one string, okay, with length 3. Now let's proceed. I again start with C, E, B, no. C, E is the next one, but it is less than 3 characters, so 2. Then comes E, we'll begin with next character, E, B, A, no. E, B again is of length 2, which is less than 3. What we want longest substring, right? So this is 2 characters, which is less than 3 characters, so we will not take that. And lastly BA, these are 2 characters. So ECE is my answer, and length is equals to 3. That is what is my answer. Okay, let's take another example. Okay, and here k is equals to 3. Let's start. I start with A, B, C. Okay, yeah, fine. I'm already done with 3. A, yeah, you can include it. Why? Because it is one of those 3 characters, distinct characters. D, no. Go back. Okay. The moment I have D, it became 4 distinct characters, A, B, C, D, which is greater than 3, and so you cannot include D. So you take only A, B, C, D. This is my first string that consists of 3 distinct characters. Let's proceed. I'll take the next letter, B, C, A. Okay, B, C, A is the next, which is 3 letters, and I'm not including that. Then comes CAD. Okay, CAD means there are three characters. C is again included. A. Okay, this is the another string which I have got, consisting of at the most three characters. At the most means maximum of three characters. You cannot have fourth character in it. And what is the length? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that is my answer, and length is equals to 11. Alright, so that is your answer. Now to code this, it is not easy. It's not easy because there are actually, what we are trying to do is, but we will make it easy, okay? I give you the most smallest, easiest code. So what we're going to do is, you actually just try to understand what your brain has done so far. What it has done. It started with the first letter. It went ahead, till it found the fourth letter, right? So what are we doing? There is a window that we are keeping. Yeah, and in this window, only three distinct characters should come. Right? Agree? So what am I actually doing? I'm doing a sliding window approach. Okay? Then what am I now doing? I'm taking the first letter, I'm taking the second letter, then I'm taking the second letter, the third letter, the fourth letter. So I'm having a left value, and my right is going ahead. Yeah? So is it that I'm going at 2 pointers? Okay? And now what I'm doing, the moment I found, when I started with CAD, okay, the moment I found this D, what did I do? I stopped there. I took ABCA, and then what I did, I stopped there, right? Then what I did, I started with B, if you remember, BCAD. What am I actually doing? The first index, the lowermost index which was there, that I am deleting off. Pay attention here. What am I doing? The lowest most index I am removing off, and I am starting with the next one. The moment I get the fourth character, I remove B and I move ahead. Okay? So here I'm nothing but doing something that will capture my character and my index. If now see, when I had this window ABCA, I had A coming twice. But what did I do? I removed the lowermost index, right? And I kept the uppermost index. So I removed the first A and I continued with B, C, D, A, D, right? So what I'm doing actually is, I'm taking a hash map which consists of the letter and its, what do I have to keep and what do I have to remove. I have to remove the minimum index, so I will keep the maximum index at which it is occurring. So this will be my hash map. So these are the three things that we are going to use. So this is a very important question because it takes into consideration all the three things. So if your interviewer wants to test you in a lot of ways, he can, you know, ask this question. Now I will show you the code and we will try to understand the code. Okay, and then we will see a dry run. So the code is this. Okay, this is the code actually. So if you actually go and put it here and I remove all the looking better, smaller. Okay, so I'll just run this. And what is my string? str, let me see. My s is, no, it is of the previous one. Okay, and what is my arr? No, that is also the previous one. Okay, I have not run this code before, so let's run this again here only. I'll delete the cell. Okay, and let's try to run this. Okay, this is your string which came with the maximum string of 11. That is what we got. Okay, now we'll try to understand this code. It's not a very big code, but we will try to solve. We'll try to understand the little parts that are there in it. Okay, I hope this is visible. Fine. What am I doing? I'm first going and trying to keep I equals to 0, which is my, okay, before that, if your k is 0, I mean you don't have any characters, or your s is empty, then just return 0. Okay, that can be an edge case which the interviewer can ask you. Now I equals to 0, so what am I doing here? My I is equals to 0, maximum length is also 0, and I will initiate one map. Okay, now for j in the range of s. Okay, so we are going like this, right? So we'll start with the j. Okay, we'll have the character which is s of j, which is a, and the last index which a occurs, that is 0. Here in the case, as we proceed, this will become 0, 1, 2, 3. So then this last index of ch or last index of a will become 3. If your length of last index is greater than k, then your smallest index is minimum of the last index of values. See, the moment I get d, it means my k has gone greater than 3. Yeah, then my smallest index is the minimum of last index dot values. So this is map, right? So last index, whichever is the last index, whichever is the minimum value, which will be this in case of 0, here it will be 0, that you need to put it here. The minimum index, basically it is saying that if your k is greater than 3, just give me the minimum index of the window and delete it off. Delete the last index ka s of smallest index. This is the dictionary part, right? You find the, here it is last index dot values will give you the index, and this last index, this will give you the key. So remove that value. That is what it is saying, that remove D, remove A, because the moment I get D, it means that I have 4 characters. I need to stop before that. I need to find that much of window and I need to start again. And then I is equals to smallest index plus 1. And so you now start with B. Okay. Then it says window length will be j minus I plus 1. So what is my I? I is 0. J has come to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. J is 4. I is 0 plus 1. J minus I. 4 minus 0. No, I think I is this. J has come here. I'll do the last run so you'll come to know. So here it will dry run so you'll come to know. So here if it comes till here, then it is 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 3 minus 0 plus 1 is 4, and that is your y, your window length is 4, is what it is saying. And if your window length is greater than maximum length, you assign it, as we assigned here, it was 4 and then it became 11, so we assigned it 11, and finally return the maximum length. Okay, I will, whatever little bit of confusion is there, let's go and try to see a dry run. Okay. Okay, let's dry run the table for what happened? This happened for you also. A equals to 3. Let's say no one give me anything. Okay. Yeah, it becomes a little bit readable, understandable if it's in your language. Okay. So let's see how this table has got run. It's a big one. Yeah, I deliberately wanted to make this table only because we solved it over here in my board. So remember whatever we did here, okay? So your J starts from 0, you have your A, have very, yeah, it can be a little intimidating, but please try to concentrate. It's really, this is, I think, the most easiest way that you can understand. I mean, this problem can be explained, okay? Okay, so J is 0, S of J is A, yeah? Keep your this in between. If you want, I will just take this, or let it be not this. I'll take this for you, and I will keep this here only, so you will be able to understand. A, J is 0, first is A, the last index is nothing, it's an empty list. You add A to it, your last index, now your dictionary has A and occurring at 0. I is 0, right, because you initiated I as 0. Now your window is having only A. Remember that we went like this, right? Window length is 1 and maximum length is 1. Now what will happen? You add B. So now your window should be AB. AB. That should be your window. Yeah? So you add B to your index, and you keep your indexes at A is 0 and B is at 1. And your window is AB. Then you add C. So your new window is ABC. A at 0, B at 1, C at 2. Okay? Then ABC, A. ABC, A. A is occurring, the new A is occurring at the 3rd position. B occurred at the 1st position. C is at the 2nd position. And your window size is A, B, C, A. Yeah, the length is 4. Is it under the distinct characters are less than 3? Yes. So K is the length of last index. So the length of last index. So when I say length of last index, it says how many characters in any dictionary. The length of that dictionary is the total, the number of keys in it. Okay, don't get confused. So the length, we are having 3 characters. Yes, we are having 3 characters. Okay, proceed. Now comes D. Now the moment D comes, okay, now you add the 4th distinct character. And how do you know that it is a distinct character? Because here already the length is 3, and this is not falling anywhere in these. So it will have to, that is what we are telling it, right, that if at all here it is telling your last index of CH is equals to J. So now for D it is going to occur at this position, but it is greater than K. So what it will do is it will find the minimum of that particular window. B, C, it will add D. Okay, it will add D, but it will remove the last character, which is B. Remove the character with minimum index, which is B. So it has not only skipped A, it has also skipped B, because now it already got the 3rd character. So it will be CAD. You can try with a lot of different options, but this is going to work. D. Okay, so now you have CAD. The next letter is C. It is occurring inside, it is already there in C. So we just index window length is this. We just add it up. Now C is going to come how many times? One, two times, right? C is going to come 2 times. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, so last index is C. Okay, it doesn't really count. जरा हल्ले हल्ले चलो मोरे साजिदा, हम भी पीछे हैं तुम्हारे जरा. ओके, सी इक्वल टू क्या इसने सी को 2 बार काउंट किया है? दैट इज़ नॉट अ काउंट, इट इज़ एज पर द इंडेक्स पोजिशन. सी इज एट 2. अच्छा, सी इज़ नॉट ओके, अंडरस्टूड. ठीक है, so this is not the position, this is not the count. C is occurring at 2. Hole hole sajna, dheere dheere balma. Oh, ah, ah, ah. Okay, so A B C A D. So now this is saying that C has occurred at the second position, 0, 1 and 2. Like this you keep going on. You just have a look at this, okay? First is A, then is AB, then is ABC, then is ABCA, then you forget everything. You start from B, BC, A, D, again you forget everything. Then you start from C, A, D, C, A, C, D, everything, keep adding, keep adding, keep adding, keep adding, keep adding. And you get 11. You keep maintaining their indices. The moment in this actually, it just keeps going on and on and on and on. Only here there is a break. Here before this, okay, there is B, C, A also. So whichever is the minimum, remove the character with the minimum index. The moment D comes forth, remove the character with the minimum index. Add this and remove this. See, if D has to come in, A and B both have to go away, right? Only then CAD will have 3 characters. So that is what it is doing. Okay. I hope I was very clear. Maximum length, have the map. Take each character, put it to CH, find out the last index where it is occurring. If your number of characters is greater than K, have the smallest index of your index dot values, means in this particular map, whichever key and values are there, have the smallest value is your index, key is your letter, so have the smallest value and delete that off from the map. As we deleted B, removed B from the map so that D could occur. See, once your C is there, A is 3, C is 2 and D is 4. So this is CAD, this one. This is the CAD. Okay. You update your A. You update C. The next time it comes, it's this. So now your new C is at which position? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is at 5th position, 3rd position and 4th position. So now if at all there is some new word over here, say suppose H. Here suppose there is H. Then what will happen is this, in order to have that H, okay, which is instead of A, I am telling, it will take into consideration this position, D, C, H, it will consider rather than, so it will remove your C also and it will remove your A also. because now H is coming here. If your H was coming instead of C, H was coming here. So it's keeping the third, the fifth, and the fourth letter. The fifth and the fourth letter. Fourth, 0, 1, 2, 3, fourth, and the fifth letter. Yeah, and the third one will be going. This C, this A will be going. And this C, obviously, it will be going. Now, if your H was coming here, then what would have happened? Instead of this, if H was coming here, your window was CAD, I'm here, okay? I'm here. If your window is CAD and H, the moment H comes in, okay, this is at what position? C is at second position. A is at third position, 0, 1, 2, 3, and D. So this C will go. The minimum, whichever is a minimum index, that will go away, and if at all the old index has got updated again, that was automatically going away because you're updating it. So the next time if the letter comes like this, that will be 8C8. This C is already going, new C has come in. So that is what it is doing. Your I is the smallest index plus 1. That is the new window that is occurring. But your last index is going to be J. Last index of this. The moment you find a new character at whichever index, that you will keep updating. So that is why it is last index before and last index after. The moment C comes in, you update your C. C becomes 2 to C becomes 5. And now you have CADC. Understood? Okay. I told you it was not an easy one. I've explained it very well. Go through it again if you want to. And just keep in mind this particular table. Okay, bye bye. Thank you so much for watching.